Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if it's your first time here. My name is Kiabeth. So if you're wondering why I have two different eyeshadow looks, you should probably watch my previous or next video. I'm not sure how this is gonna get uploaded, but there is a reason. I wanted to come on, and this is a video I've been wanting to do since I started my YouTube channel. So I figured, I was like, fuck it, like I'll just record it, right? So this is the story of my tattoos. But I do have a few. I have a total of 8. And I'm honestly not done. I want to get more, but each one of my tattoos means a lot to me. And so I wanted to share that with you guys. So this video is going to be a little bit different than anything I've ever uploaded in the past. So just hang tight with me for a second and let's just talk about them. We're gonna insert video clips of my tattoos as I speak about them. My first tattoo, oddly enough, was on my rib cage, and it's about the size of my palm. But there's a lot of different elements in the tattoo, and I'd like to speak to them as they hopefully show on the screen here. And so the main piece of the tattoo is an owl. The owl is my favorite animal. I have an owl necklace. My apartment is filled with owls, like little owls everywhere. And so the owl is my favorite animal. I love the symbolism of owls, you know, wisdom, patience, cunning, and those are all things that I try to embolize in my life. I try to emphasize and I try to live by. The owl, and then there's the night sky. There's like the skin break is moons. So there's then the moon, the story behind the moon and why that had to be there was, you know, me being younger. If ever I had like a temper tantrum or whatever, I was like feeling a little crazy. And to this day, it's something I can't explain. If I look up at the moon and there's a full moon or a crescent moon, I just feel good, and it gives me so much peace. I don't know what it is about it. It makes me kind of forget all of the craziness that's going on. So that's why that's there. Little details of that tattoo that also mean a lot. So the branch that the owl is on is actually supposed to be my mom. Mom is my rock. So that's what the big branch is. The branch actually has 3 like mini branches that kind of stem off of it. 2 of them have 2 leaves on them, and so those are my twin brother and sister. So that's why there's 2, and then the third like little branch is supposed to be me again, even though technically I'm in the owl, but whatever. And then in the night sky, there are 2 prominent stars. That was 100% on purpose. Represent my 2 grandfathers that passed away when I was younger. So my mom's father passed away when I was 7 years old, and so one of those stars is for him, and the other star is for my Nino. My Nino passed away when I was 15 years old, so that other star is for him. That kind of wraps up my first tattoo ever. After I got this one, I ended up getting, what did I get first? I ended up getting the script that is on my left rib cage. And so that it's a sentence, it's written in Arabic. There's no particular reason why. I was going through different fonts of like different language all over the world, and Arabic was just the prettiest, or the most aesthetically pleasing to me, so that's the one I stuck with. But the sentence reads, "You're stronger than this." It's a phrase that has gotten me through so much. And it's something that I've been told by usually my mom as I've been growing up. It's, you know, whenever something comes to you, whenever life seems impossible, whenever there are obstacles that you're trying to overcome, like, you're stronger than this. After I got this one, I got the lotus that's on my wrist. So out of all of my tattoos, this is my least favorite, just because it's my fault. I was an idiot. I got the outline of it first, and then about a month or 2 later I went and got it colored in, but I went to the beach like a day or 2 after, and it messed it all up. So I have been meaning to get it fixed, but This tattoo is super basic. My best friend and I and her cousin, we all have the same lotus tattooed on our left wrist. This is a super random thing that my best friend and I had been talking for like a year about getting complementary tattoos. Not identical, complementary. The ones that go together but aren't the same. The only thing is all three of us do have it like filled in differently. So like all of us went after we got the initial tattoo and did something different to it. So they aren't 100% identical, but it's the same flower on all of our wrists. So after I got the lotus, I got the cat that's on my shoulder. It was actually the second cat that my family ever had. And his name was Momo, so it is the face of my actual older cat, or he who was my cat. And I got him tattooed on me because he passed away really, really young. And I kind of rescued him, and he was kind of like my baby. When I left for school, I think it was my first fall in college, and so he was barely 2 years old when it happened, and so it holds a very special place in my heart. I was amazed because the artist free-handed it on my shoulder. I showed him the picture, and it looks identical to his face. He was just like the most playful little cat ever. And he really was like my cat. So the next tattoo in order is the cross that I have here on the side of my hand. This one's pretty simple, and honestly there's not like a super big story with this one. I was raised Catholic. This one's just a representation of my faith. After I got the cross, I got contender for my favorite tattoo that is on my body, which is my phoenix. Bottom portion of the tattoo, or the bottom section, is a Buddhist symbol called an unalome, and it's basically a symbol for the pathway to enlightenment. However, the original symbol is a straight line and then a space and then a dot. From my understanding of the interpretation of the symbol, it's because you don't actually reach enlightenment in this life. You kind of die and then you get it afterwards. And so I didn't necessarily feel like that pertained to me, and I switched it up a little bit, and so I ended the symbol in a phoenix. Basically the pathway to enlightenment, the pathway to your best self, your new self, ends in a rebirth of yourself, a new version of yourself. And so that's one of my favorites. The next one, which is my second to last one, and it kind of feeds into my last one a little bit too, is this piece that I have here on my arm. This is my back arm. And it's a mandala, and so mandalas symbolize how everything in the universe is connected, and just how everything kind of meshes into everything happens for a reason, and everything is connected to everything. And then it's broken up by a thick black band, and so bands usually symbolize a life. And so the thicker the band, the more significant. Now I would have made this my entire arm if I could, but that's not necessarily aesthetically pleasing. The band symbolizes my grandmother, my mom's mom. And so she passed away, and I mentioned this in my, coming back to YouTube video, and she is with me each and every day. But hopping off of this one, since this tattoo wasn't completely dedicated to my grandmother, my last tattoo that I got is the one that's on like my ankle, kind of above my ankle, lower part of my leg, and it's a rose. And so that tattoo, that rose, is 100% for my grandmother. My grandmother's nickname was Doña Rosa, and everywhere in El Barrio in Santo Domingo, everyone called her Doña Rosa. Everyone knew Doña Rosa. And that was what she was, and she was a rose. So yeah, those are my tattoos, all 8 of them. And I wanted to sit down and kind of just talk to you guys and let you know a little bit about me, and why I have the tattoos that I have. So thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you guys have tattoos, let me know. I love hearing tattoo stories if you have them. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little story time, I guess. And yeah, I appreciate your time, appreciate you guys hanging out, and I will see you on the next one.